Welcome, Web Design 2 students. I'm recording a WIMBA session for you for week 1, which I will post up to my YouTube channel and post an announcement on the homepage of Blackboard directing you to the video. Each week I'll post a YouTube video kind of capturing processes that we're going to go through each week as we go into advanced web design. Week 1, we're going to meet individually in powwow just to make sure that we're comfortable with the process and that we kind of know how we'll tackle the content as we dive into some advanced web design techniques. It's going to be all about the creative, and we're going to explore probably multiple softwares that you may have never been explored to before and processes that you need to go to take a product live on the web, and also include multiple social media and multimedia components to the web page. We're going to tackle a lot of different things in here. The project that we're going to do first as our major project as we dive through some skills that you may not have explored before is paper airplane. You are going to print and design a paper airplane, create a logo for the paper airplane, and we'll begin branding that paper airplane across a website, across Facebook, across social media, and I'm going to teach you all the techniques it requires to both build a product, sell a product, and market a product. So I thought a paper airplane would kind of be a fun thing to do as far as a project that's new and unique. As you see on the announcement page, we have a web URL, funpaperairplanes.com, which is this website right here. And this is where we're going to be picking, creating, and starting the process of our major project number 1 in Web Design 2 class. And you can see this website has a bunch of different templates, printable templates, and little mini videos on how to build the plane after you print it. So let's go in here real quick. And the classic dart, everybody knows. I think I used to make this when I was little. You can see that it shows you how to fold the corners and then fold it down and then pinch it across and then fold it in half, and then you can bend the wings. And page number 2 is the actual template itself with the dashed lines that shows you how to fold it. If you can follow the step-by-step, then you don't need to print page 2 because it has all it has is the creases that you need in order to make the plane. If you can't follow the step-by-steps and you want to print out the one with the dashes, that's fine too to practice. But the final one, I don't want any dashes on it because I want you to fold the plane and crease it and make it a plane and then detail it with a pen. I want you to add some character to it, maybe write the name that you've come up with on the side of it, use some line art to create some kind of interesting patterns on the wings and things like that. Remember, this is a product. We're actually going to turn around and try to sell this product via the web. So spend a little bit of time giving a little personality to your plane and giving it a name and creating a basic logo for it in Adobe Illustrator. Week 1 is going to be all about the foundation branding for our product. And in this case, we're going to be selling paper airplanes. All right, so funpaperairplanes.com, pick a template, follow the directions with a blank piece of paper and fold your plane. If you need to print page 2 and fold it once to see how it works, and then after that, create a blank piece of paper and fold it, and then I want you to detail it with a pen. You can add color if you want to. I'm just looking at black and white, logo on it, some pattern detail, something to make it original and unique, and then that plane is going to travel with you the first couple of weeks. We're going to shoot videos about the plane. We're going to build social media pages. We're going to build a website. We're going to do a bunch of things. We're going to create a shopping cart system for someone to buy the plane, and so that plane's going to kind of be your buddy. So once you detail it and you get it the way that you want it, don't lose it. Take good care of it. You know, kind of babysit it a little bit. You don't want to crush it or crease it or anything like that because we're going to use it through the first several weeks to build our complicated web solution. And so make sure you take care of it. All right, so funpaperairplanes.com, pick it and brand it. All right, that brings us to, what are we going to do with this thing? Well, it's a Web 2 class, so the first thing we're going to do is start exploring website design. Part of your homework is the first couple of chapters in your Dreamweaver book. I want you to read those, take the appropriate notes that you need to take, and start refreshing yourself in the process. So you'll see in the class course outline for Web 2. It's going to take us a few weeks, so let's just kind of start with baby steps with the first couple of chapters for Web Design Basics in your book. I will give you a quiz about week 3 or week 4. We'll play it by ear based on how everyone's doing with the content. I would also like you, while you are building your paper airplane and branding it, to go out and find 5 samples of website design. But I really, truly want a specific kind of website design, which we call Web 2.0. And I got a sample here that I can pull up for you so you can take a look at how it works and what it does. So Web 2.0, one of the first projects, and everyone asks me about, designing sites like this, is to create a single-page, fluid, anchor-driven site, which is what you're seeing now with so many mobile devices and so many formats and so many different ways of doing things, that designers are starting to create these single pages that have fluid movement. Like you go to work, you go to About Us, you go to Contact Us, you go back to Home, and this thing literally slides and swipes and moves around based on the interactive with the user interface with the dashboard. In our paper airplane, we're going to build a single-page solution like this that navigates through multiple anchors or areas of the page. So you can see this, in theory, is 1 page. This is 2 pages. This is 3 pages. Right? And then the home is the very top, where you can kind of see part of page number 1. Now, we're going to build a total of 5 pages for our paper airplane project. The 5 pages are going to be the home page, the about page, talking about the paper airplane. We're going to do a store page. We're going to do a video page, store page being where you can buy it, video page being where we can shoot some stunt videos that we can post up there being via embedded YouTube channel, and we're going to do a contact page. Amongst those pages, we may, on the home page in our framework, embed some social media links, maybe some feeds. We are going to build a Facebook page for your paper airplane and build social media links and embed some Google Plus analytics into the page so you can kind of see how that works. And so we're going to do a bunch of things, but it's all based on the paper airplane and how you brand it and the name you give it and the personality you introduce into the piece of paper. And from there, we're going to develop. So this is going to be the framework of our first page, our first major project. All right, so let's go back one more time over to the outline. So I want you to find 5 samples of cutting-edge web designs that are single-page solutions where you navigate down the page via the user interface. Find those 5 pages, grab the URL from those 5 web pages, and give us some description about what you like about the structure of it, how they incorporate backgrounds, how they interact with the page, and kind of how they tackle the fact that this is a swiping and scrolling environment that fits multiple multimedia solutions, whether it be tablet, phone, desktop, touchscreen, computers, that sort of thing. So week 1, we're going to tackle a few things here. We're going to print, design, and name our airplane. We're going to start reading the first couple of chapters in your book. We're going to find 5 samples of single-page website design that navigates down and up in the page, and we're going to put that in a Word document and do 250 words or less, describing it, analyzing, tackling what this thing does, why it works, why we like it, and that sort of thing. And we're also going to start the thought process of our 5 vector backgrounds. Now, when we're creating this scrolling page, we're going to stay in programs that you're comfortable with, either Photoshop or Illustrator, based on whether it's going to be a raster solution or a vector solution. But we're going to create, in essence, 5 backgrounds. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to set my canvas board to 5. I'm going to set my settings to pixels, and we're going to do 1024 by 768. And we've created these panoramic screens here, these 16 by 9 dimensions. And these are, in essence, your 5 pages, backgrounds that exist on one page of web. So we're going to, in essence, create 5 of these. And imagine this is the home background at the top of the screen, and this is the about, and it actually tucks down and touches right here to the fold, and it extends down another 768, and that is the about. And then if you take this one and you tuck it down and touch underneath the about, it extends it another 768. So the width of the screen will be 1024, but the height of your total page will be 768 times 5, if that makes sense. So we're going to build custom backgrounds for each one of our pages that in end will become a seamless page that scrolls down the page and is navigated by swiping or anchors. And that will be the framework for our paper airplane website. So for week 1, you're branding your plane. You're finding solutions that match the 5 websites that use the single page navigation system. You're going to use a Word doc and do some analysis of those 5 pages with the URL included. If you want to do a screenshot and kind of nest it in the Word doc, that would be nice too, to give us a little bit of a screen capture and start reading in your book the first couple of chapters in Dreamweaver. I want to do a lot of prep work with the elements of the web and then incorporate them into our solution as we get a few pieces under our belt. While you're branding your airplane and giving it a logo and giving it a name and developing the branding elements of our project, be thinking about what those potential 1024 by 768 backgrounds will be. Start thinking about maybe the home page has a background that is rural, like a farm with a windmill and a barn, and then you have the plain elements on top of it. Then as you scroll down the page or you swipe down the page, it becomes a cityscape. So your plane could fly from rural to city. And maybe the next one it swipes to, maybe this is the New York City cityscape. And maybe this goes out to the Midwest somewhere with St. Louis, like with an arch. And then maybe it goes to the next scene is maybe LA. And then the last page is maybe LA at night. So the backgrounds kind of tell a story as the plane navigates across the country. I don't know, maybe that's an idea. Or you could go morning, midday, night as backgrounds. Maybe you can do, start out with a house, and then it, zooms up into the clouds, and it goes up by the sun, and then it's up towards the moon. And there's lots of ways you can pan across a location, whether it be time of day or actual physical location. Maybe the plane flies through different rooms of the house, starts in the living room, flies through the kitchen, goes into the dining room, goes into the bedroom, flies into the bathroom. Backgrounds that tell a narrative, a story for the plane as we swipe or scroll up or down the page. We'll actually be able to rain or fly airplanes up and down the page as you swipe and scroll. We can do things like travel the plane across. We can embed videos that go up and down. So there's lots of things that we can do. It's the problem-solving process of designing the single page and embedding all the elements we need into it. So I hope week 1 video has helped out. We're going to meet independently, a couple at a time or one at a time, to kind of set up a framework for when we can meet in numbers or individually as we start the process. So this should really get you off going on the right foot. And then we'll kind of tackle it as we go. So have a great semester, and I look forward to seeing the planes fly.